Welcome to Intrepid Healthcare's live coverage from HIM 16. I'm here with Christine Parent, Associate Vice President of Marketing for MEDITECH, and Dr. Larry Spector, an emergency room physician at Morton Hospital. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I really appreciate it. We're here to talk about something really important, I think, to all of us, physician productivity. Christine, how are your products improving physician productivity specifically?
Perfect. So you can imagine with physicians these days, they have a lot of challenges that they're dealing with, and so one of the things that we did when we actually developed our first web ambulatory as well as our web acute and ED that we're actually displaying today in our booth is we really took it to the next level. It is a mobile-based solution. It is we actually embedded the physicians, which I know we're going to talk to Dr. Spector about, it from the beginning, in the design, as part of the development work, as part of the usability testing. So it's not just even about making sure the right devices are in the right physician's hands, but also including what is the right process, what are they looking for when they do med reconciliation, what are they looking for when they're trying to look at a patient's chart to really tell that patient's story. So that's really what we mean by productivity. We recently had Avera Healthcare, which is a large hospital chain out in South Dakota, and they actually sat down and they did a comparison study with the desktop physician tools and then did it with our new mobile-based solution. And they found that just in a clinic, if you saw 20 patients a day, you'd actually be saving about 2.5 hours of documentation time. So that's what we mean by giving back productivity and really making sure that the providers and the patient relationships continue to enhance, and also make sure that the physicians can go home when they need to go home at the end of the day.
Dr. Spector, one of the things that all these guys out here on the floor have been criticized for years is not involving physicians in the development process. How have you been involved in the development process?
Well, I was actually hired specifically to be in development about 4.5, 5 years ago, and currently I'm involved in the right from ground level, from the foundation, me and a few other physicians with the new web acute and ED product. So we are intrinsically involved both as far as content, we're involved, but more importantly in the agile development of the web product. So we're involved in preliminary meetings. We're involved with the so-called sprints, which is part of the agile. So, and we sometimes, both me and another physician, Dr. Jalil, who he's a hospitalist who heads up the development of the acute product. We sometimes usurp the time during the development meetings or these sprints because we really are committed to make sure that the product that we're sending out there is 100% physician-based and physician usable. So that's our overriding theme, is usability. So under that big umbrella of usability is basically, are we efficient? Are we safe? Are our patients safe? Okay, so there's all these different arms from that usability, that big umbrella of usability. But we're very involved in the development process. And currently, the product is ready to be released in our early adopters. We also believe in getting other opinions and using our early adopters, focus groups, our other emergency contacts to make sure that this is going to be a product that is going to be used and is going to be easy to use, and it's going to be very efficient as well.
And what are those early adopters saying about the usability?
Oh, well, it's key to the product, and if you speak specifically to emergency physicians, they don't want to have any time wasted. They want to capture everything. Also, remember, when we talk about productivity, we're not just talking about efficiency, getting out on time, or seeing the next patient in a quick manner. It's also about getting reimbursed, improving patient satisfaction. Those are also under the purview of physician efficiency, in my opinion. But what are they saying? They say they want it. They want it usable. They want it intuitive. And I think really in order to really get a picture of that, I would have to actually demonstrate the product that I think that we've come up with for the web ED specifically. That's my shtick.
Christine, what reaction are you getting from physicians here at HIMSS about the new product?
Sure, and I think Dr. Spector actually said it perfectly. It's when they see the product in use is really the wow factor. So the ability to have information displayed at them that's customizable based on either specialty or where they're practicing, by the navigation of a tablet or a mini iPad and making sure that everything is not more than one tap or swipe away. It really is a flattened experience, and I think that we put a lot of effort on that initial display and where a physician's going to operate out of, and making sure that it is available, information is available, it's safe, they have the information that tells the patient's story, and they're not clicking through and trying to go down 5 or 6 levels to get at medications, to get at allergies, to make sure that everything is available. But we are getting the wow factor. We've had people stop by, we've had other vendors stop by, people have been hearing about this, they want to see the new product, so we're very excited, and we really think that this is a game changer in the industry. And it's about time, to be quite honest. I think as EHR vendors, we spent way too much time thinking that these were desktop workers. These are mobile workers. They want to be able to do documentation at a patient's bedside. They want to be able to navigate throughout the hospital walls and even beyond the hospital walls. So we've been getting a lot of good buzz, but it is one of those things you have to see it to believe it, and then that's the wow factor.
Great. Dr. Spector, what's one thing you hope that anybody that comes and sees the demo gets and takes away?
How cool it is, and how, I mean, to Christine's point, it is definitely a wow factor. Everyone we've demonstrated this to, okay, and there's a lot behind the scenes. We're demonstrating some prototypes, a little live code here at the HIM 16, but they are just they're enamored with it. They said, when is this available? That's the first question. A lot of stuff, just getting back to from the physician head, the development head, what the product allows to do, what they're really wowed about is the fact that not only it's very usable, but we took the concept of pushing data, okay? We're reducing the number of taps or clicks, because remember it's on a mobile device. So we're constantly thinking about pushing data to the ED physician. So we have what's called a bunch of widgets that call data from the EMR, so you don't have to go navigate. So you can even, in my opinion, sometimes if it's well constructed, which I think it is, you can actually look at this summary page of all these widgets that compile information about a patient and figure out what's wrong with them before you even get into the patient's room. You know, I'd still do that. I mean, I'll still do that, and I still examine patients. But I think it is. I mean, that's one of the examples. And there's also what people are really cool is one of the things they said. You know, I'm not belittling or demeaning our previous platforms, but the first question they say, "Come on, that's not MEDITECH," and I say, "You bet it is." Yeah.
Christine, we have 40-something thousand of our closest friends here who can come see it now. But for those who are not here, what do you recommend to do to get a demo and to understand more?
So we actually have on our website the ability to look at some of our screens and talk a little bit about some of those highlights. So if you go to meditech.com, you will see very proudly our new physician tools. There's also the ability for you to sign up on webinars. So if you want a little bit of a deeper dive, just half an hour of your time, we'll be able to show you and highlight some of those features. So there's a number of ways to do that. Just reach out to us, and whether it's a one-on-one demo or you join a webinar, we'll definitely, we've got a lot of buzz. So I think our last webinar we had almost 200 people attend. So it's getting good traction, and we're very excited to show off what, like I said, the wow factor.
Exciting indeed, and thank you both for sharing very much. That wraps this broadcast from HIM 16. Go to www.meditech.com and check it out.